Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, where we have gotten the control words, and next we have to go and see about releasing all these souls. Contrary to Allah, I really don't want to kill all the souls. That seems to me a horrible thing. Now, my general assumption with situations like that is that there is just some metaphysical substance that is quote-unquote the soul, but the actual soul goes on to whatever the afterlife is. That's me being a Christian. Um, um, so that's me interpreting everything to fit within my worldview. I know that's, somewhat a little bit, but oh well. I can recognize when my perceptions are being, I can usually recognize when my perceptions are being influenced by my preconceptions. Not everybody, not always can I, pretty much, but not but that's the case with everybody. I'm surprised we did not see the blood stains underneath here. Or is that what the red is? Nope, the red is things. The guy mentioned blood stains. Go to the top. Most creatures will detect a character after they appear at the edge of the fog of war. To sneak up on enemies, use scouting mode, which I hardly ever use. Okay. Aldhelm looks much worse than before. His rotten flesh hangs loosely. His sores have eaten away patches of his skin at his joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes.
Flesh.
Essence. He doubles over, coughing up strings of black bile. He seems to have forgotten about you for the moment. Okay. The jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panels covered with runes which you can now understand. You recognize the words for end and hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize by the inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial is a means of throttling the device. I'm going to choose end. As the command words leave your lips, the dial sinks into the Adra under your hand. Something like a thunderclap sounds. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. I did not want to overload the machine.
Still and silent. It's finally over. Still and silent. It's finally over.
Okay, so let's look at the quest. The Hermit of Hadrid House. We can go talk to her again. And the next we have to go to Deerford Village. Yeah. Okay, what do we have here? The Long Hunt. Find the Adra Ark in the woods. Said it's on the shores of Bale Lake. On the opposite side is Twin Elms. And there's Facebook again. Master below, Time and Tide. Need to do that with Kana. Cleb. I can't pronounce that. Kleben Rilag. He wants to see the battlefield. Okay. Well, let's go talk to the Hermit of Hadrid House. Proceed to the bottom. I wonder if I could just leave.
Certainly.
Okay. I have a feeling eventually the letting... I want to take a look in on Acantha and see what's changed over here. I wonder what happens if you bring what thing to make you stronger happens if you bring him something. Quote unquote something. I did not have time to read that. Oh, Acantha's gone. Stale loaves are as hard as rocks. Potatoes are covered with wet, rank smelling bruises. Okay. Acantha is gone. Did she die? Variants of many abilities make them well suited for engaging groups of enemies in melee. When dealing with large mobs of enemies, consider sending the barbarian into the fray. I'm kind of wondering if I should have done her as a barbarian. I'm really kind of fond of the eloquent barbarian type character. I did that in the Icewind Dale game when I played the Neverwinter Nights version of Icewind Dale. Kena Goodmane. Hadrit House. Okay, where is Hadrit House? I think it's in First Fires. Tower is off! Does this mean the curse on Heritage Hill is lifted? It wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle in the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. Good. I think... Oh no, it's Brackenberry. 30 minutes to get to Brackenberry. It's not a particularly large city then, is it? Well, I guess you can cover quite a bit of distance in 30 minutes. As far as older cities are concerned, anyway. Address. These are assassins. These are a lot of assassins. Okay. That should do it. That should do it. Yep. There. Okay. Okay. Yeah, da. Aloft.
Breathe.
Okay, you are no longer invisible. Here we go.
You should have.
There we go. There we go. Okay, archers take the one guy that's in the back. These assassins are not having a fun time. There we go. Okay. And everybody, let's take out the one last guy. I like that spell. That's a little bit of gold. A little bit of silver. Scrawled note. Written on a scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, everyone you've known to have associated with in your brief time in Deerwood. Somebody does not like me. That could be any of a number of people. Another scrawled note. Same one. Same thing. Hello, Copper. You're not worth much. Okay.
Certainly.
We'll leave you all dead in the streets there.
Good day to you.
Excuse me, I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill. My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hill, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you well in battle. Thank you. You are quite welcome. St. Garam's Spark added to the inventory. Now I must be off. Farewell. I need to give that to, That's pretty nice, actually, I think. Oh, that is pretty nice. I'll have to give that to our Ruatai friend when we next party with him. This is the third video of this set, I believe, so I have one more I need to do. Okay, we want to go upstairs and report to Lady Webb. The survival skill is used to identify plants, creatures, and other knowledge of the natural world in conversations and scripted interactions. Classes like Rangers and Barbarians start with a bonus to survival. Yeah.
How fares your search?
There is something I can tell you about the Letting Keys operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Ingwithan Tower in Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. The Letting Key activates.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The leaden key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it.
To be honest, neither do I.
That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
That's all. Progress is encouraging. I hope that we are not too late. Okay. What is my experience situation looking like? Quite a ways. Okay. was going to actually probably kill that guy. Put him out of his misery. I wanted to wait till turning off the machine, though. The ways in which your character interacts with people and dialogues, even the more subtle ones, will tend to coalesce into a reputation. As your fame expands, some characters will interact with you differently as a result. By the way, Captain Emery, who attacks you in the tavern way back when, I was right. There is a way to get her to join you. There's an option you have to take in that conversation listed as a benevolent action. I don't know which ones are which. I'm just picking which things and taking the... Are you a town crier? I'm just taking the options that seem appropriate for my character and going with what happens. Anyway, the if you do that option, apparently she'll get out of that. She'll back off of that fight, I guess, because she survives it. And then you have to set up your allies in a specific way to perfectly counter all of the whatever his name, Gathbin's allies in the battle. And then if you do that precisely right, she will turn on him and join you, causing his regulars to flee and you to win the battle. But to do any of that, you need both of the expansions, and I don't have either of the expansions. So I have been tempted to try to see if to purchase the 2 expansions, but that's kind of $30 that I could be spending on other things. So I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a short trip to Cade Noir, and then we're going to go look for the Deerford Village. So we're going to have to go there. Let's go to Cade Noir. Party stash can be used for holding excess gear when their inventories fill up. Some item types, like quest items and ingredients, are automatically placed in the stash. It's a time-saving constraint, so you don't have people ferrying between the place in the game where they left all the treasure and their castle. It does make for wonderful questions like, do I have a bag of holding now? Perhaps that's it. Perhaps you picked up a bag of holding.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Oh, be quiet, you. Oh, right. What was it I needed to enchant this up to exceptional? I could do it to fine right now. Need 1 ruby and 1 Vithrak brain. And was that the same thing over here? It's exceptional already. Okay. You're fine. So 2 rubies and 2 Vithrak brains. This is the chapel. Okay, let me look at this. The library, barracks, dungeons, merchant stalls, craft hall, weapons and armor merchant. Might want to look at that. Curio shop. Okay, artificers, chapel, botanical garden. Huh. General goods. What about gems? Craft hall. Chapel. Artificer's hall. Okay, well, let's go look. Wait, what does the curio shop? Okay, cool. And the artificer's hall. Okay. I think this is the curio shop. See how much a Vithrek brain costs. I might also be able to buy. I might also be able to buy a ruby from what's his name. I may have sold some. Well, you're the
Hello.
artificer. No ingredients. Traps, hoods. Okay. You're the artificer. The dotted ring around the character indicates the maximum range of that action. Selecting a target outside of the ring will require the character to move. Oh, timer's about to go off. I'm going to handle a little bit of this off screen, so I'm going to go ahead and, after the loading screen is done, I'm going to end this video, handle a lot of this poking around off screen, and then start up again when I'm ready to leave for Deerwood Village. Talk to you later.